More than one-third of Americans owe some sort of medical debt, and we've seen those numbers climb since the pandemic started. One church decided to do something to ease that burden. 5 on your side, Sydney Stallworth explains how the mission started in Franklin County, but spread much further.
Your debt has been forgiven. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
That was the message given to hundreds of Missourians over the past several months. It's all thanks to a project backed by Peace Lutheran Church in Washington, Missouri, an effort to wipe away the medical debt of families across the state during one of the toughest economic times in history. They're a small church.
A little over 100 people who are active in our congregation.
With a big goal.
$15,000 was a pretty big ask for us.
So they got some help.
So we had heard about this organization called RIP Medical Debt.
The church collected $14,000, and that was turned into millions in debt relief.
They go out there and they buy it just like they were a debt collector, but instead of collecting the debt, they simply write a letter to the person who owed that debt and say, your debt has been forgiven.
The need reached beyond Franklin County, so they gave to families all over, from St. Louis County to Buchanan and in between.
824 people, and the amount of debt that has been forgiven is $2.678 million.
Mrs. Kathy, a member of the church, knows all too well how devastating medical debt can be. She experienced it firsthand after losing her husband to a rare form of cancer.
After he passed, I was going through trying to organize, his papers and so forth, and I found among them a bill for $21,000.
Eventually, she found a way to pay the bill with insurance.
It can be overwhelming. So I was lucky, but a lot of people aren't.
The church hopes this project will spark a much larger conversation about the widening gaps in our healthcare system and how we can all help one another.
We're here on earth to care for one another and to provide dignity for one another. And so whatever we can do to forward that, that's what we're to do.
Sydney Stallworth, 5 on your side.